This is the second horror film this summer that has had a needle drop of Elvis's Suspicious Minds, the first one being Army of the Dead. Dope. I like it. Hi, everyone. It's me, Grant the Movie and TV Guy. Hello. Movies and TV, this is what we do here on this show. And today we're talking about a movie that is anticipated in some circles, including my own. And that film is The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, or The Conjuring 3, if you will. This is the third main installment, 8th overall, because there was the three of them, the three Conjuring movies now, and then we also had the three Annabelle films, which were spun off from it, and we also had The Nun, and The Curse of La Llorona, or as I like to call it, The Curse of Boring. Not scary. So, oddly enough, The Conjuring Devil Made Me Do It is directed by, not by James Wan, which is honestly kind of surprising when you actually watch the movie and you realize it actually is not directed by him. It's directed by this guy, Michael Chavez, and Michael Chavez, his only previous feature was The Curse of La Llorona, which is like my least favorite of these films, so, that's surprising, because, I quite like this film. So, what's The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It about? Well, it is, 1981, and of course this, like the other Conjuring films, is based on the true life case files, even with the based on a true story and all that, of Ed and Lorraine Warren, who are these, demonologist couple, played by, two fine character actors who really deserve to really break out, and they are Patrick Wilson and the always terrific Vera Farmiga, both of whom are great, once again, as Ed and Lorraine Warren. Husband and wife, they're demonologists, they go and they help people. They've contributed even to cases such as the Amityville Horror. And so basically, the film starts with a young boy named David, played by a young actor by the name of Julian Hilliard, who has basically had a reputation of being, in his movies so far, the doomed child, either psychologically or physically, in a lot of great horror or horror-esque projects lately. He was little Luke in The Haunting of Hill House. And he was, the little boy who his mother got fused into like an amorphous blob and killed by Nicolas Cage, poor kid, in, The Color Out of Space, and then he also was, one of the Maximoff twins, Wanda's, children, in WandaVision, and so now he's playing little David. His big sister Debbie, is dating a young man named Arnie Johnson. The film begins in glorious and honestly quite terrifying fashion with Ed and Lorraine Warren being present for an exorcism of little David. Turns out, when they moved into this house, it began with a waterbed, which the sequence has kind of been spoiled in the trailer. He's been marked by a demon, he's been cursed. And Arnie, having become like a big brother figure to the little boy and really bonding with him, tells the demon, "Take me instead, don't hurt him." And the demon does so, and one night, in a fit of seemingly psychotic, or is it supernatural rage, and hallucination, he brutally stabs his landlord, a young man named Bruno, to death. He's walking along, he's caught by the cops covered in fresh blood, and Debbie, as well as the Warrens, are convinced that he was not in his own mind. He was possessed by the same demon that hurt David. And that led to one of the most infamous and famous cases the Warrens ever dealt with that actually was taken to court, which was the famous The Devil Made Me Do It case, which was the case that basically all but was won on the basis of being not guilty by reason of demonic possession. And this is the story of how that happened. And the Warrens battle with the demon that is in the grips of first of David and then of Arnie, as they try to prove this young man's innocence. It's a fight to not only save his soul, but save him from the death penalty. Will they succeed? Well, you're gonna have to see the movie and find out, or maybe read a textbook of the real story. When you see based on a true story in front of a movie like this, it's become almost like an in-joke among horror films, all the way down to one of my favorite supernatural horror films of recent years, the 70s throwback of The House of the Dead, which was directed by the great Ty West. There is a scene at the beginning where it says based on a true story. It's not. They were doing that to be meta and be kind of funny about it and self-aware like the rest of the movie. So very much, there wasn't Arnie Johnson, there wasn't Ed and Lorraine Warren, but whether you accept the rest of it will depend on your belief in the supernatural. Here's what I will say as a horror film in and of itself. I really like Conjuring, this third Conjuring film. What I liked about it was, I think it's the weakest of the main three, and I think that, barring that pretty spectacular opening exorcism sequence, which, yes, when one of the exorcists comes up, he's in silhouette with a hat on, your movie references are showing James Wan. He did everything less but saying, it's a fine, fine day for an exorcism. Basically, millennials are going to be like, he stole that from the Master of Disguise. Yeah, I know. So, no, it's The Exorcist, kids. The reference, a movie reference inside of a lesser movie reference. Basically, the scares are basically like a popular band that's playing the hits. It's contortions and demonic faces and speaking in tongues and all the basic kind of stuff you've seen in the other Conjuring films, and also done kind of better in the previous Conjuring films. But that's not a bad thing. And what I think makes The Conjuring that doesn't maybe do it and particularly stand out, two big factors. One, the performances of Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga. They're so good in this movie. And they're so good in all these movies, and what makes it good is their relationship. You really care about Ed and Lorraine Warren. You really root for them. And, like, Patrick Wilson has been terrific. He's been terrific for a long time. But Vera Farmiga is even a notch better. She is so good as Lorraine Warren. Just like she was so good as Norma Bates on Bates Motel. Just like she was so good in Up in the Air and Orphan and everything I've seen her in. Please, like, let this movie... Like, she's an Oscar nominee, for God's sake. Like, Vera Farmiga is such a good actress, and she's so good in this. So good as she's been in all the other ones. And you really, even if you're not a believer, she makes you believe in her. And she makes you believe in what she's going through and the trauma of having these gifts. And the second thing that works about it is, weirdly enough, a love story. And it's a two-pronged love story that really kind of resonates. It's the two of them, the story between Ed and Lorraine Warren, and how it parallels with the story of Arnie and Debbie. And also the sort of family dynamic among Arnie, Debbie, and little David. You really buy it, and you buy why they need to save this young man, and you buy why this young woman loves him. All the three young actors are really terrific together. You really buy it. They do a good job early on, even though they're not in the movie all the time. They do a good job early on of setting them up and really making you care so that you're invested. Look, once I realized that this is the La Llorona guy, my expectations dipped a little bit, and I was surprised by how much I really dug the third film. And you know what? That's why I'm going to give The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It 4 out of 5 stars. It's not perfect. Let's put it this way. If the first Conjuring is 5 stars, and The Conjuring 2 is 4.5 stars, this is 4 stars. That's not a big dip. This was a really solid flick that's definitely worth walking the 2 blocks for, and even though I kind of gave some crap to the scares are effective. At this point, I think people just need to know this is a funhouse movie. This is what I like to call the don't go in the crawl space movie. It doesn't have this thematic depth of something like A Quiet Place 1 and 2, or Hill House / Bly Manor, or Saint Maud, or any of that stuff. But it's a solid night at the movies to get some nice scares off, and it's definitely better than, when in comparison to other non-Quiet Place movies that have come out this year, and non-Saint Maud movies like The Unholy and Separation, which also had a Hill House alumni, but it was just not good. This one is good. It's a good film. It's actually a quite good film. So, yeah, 4 out of 5 stars. Let's close the book on it. Trailer trash. Let's do some trailer trash. So, sorry, I wrote these down. F9, it's the other one, the little short one they did with Cruella. They're going to space, y'all. I'm looking forward to it. Tired of the trailer, though. Free Guy, again. Looking forward to it. I love Ryan Reynolds. I'm done with the trailer, though. Please stop it. Forever Purge. Again, they're showing this a little too much. I'm really looking forward to it. I do like the Purge, and I like between like the movies and the TV series. When the first movie came out, my biggest disappointment with it is like, you have this great setup and you don't really do anything with it. And then the sequels all have rectified that and up the ante. So I actually really like these films as just kind of grindhouse exploitation, Z-grade popcorn, and with some slight egg-level social commentary. I even like the USA Network TV series. And I like that they find new wrinkles, like, again, this idea that this is, people are not done with the Purge when the Purge is over and they just want to hunt people, Trump supporters, again, but you know what I mean. Looks good. In the Heights, seen it next Friday. I can't wait. 1 week. I'm really excited. In IMAX, I'm really pumped. I'm looking forward to this since last year, when it was originally going to come out. I'm really looking forward to this guy. Snake Eyes, again, come at me, haters. I don't care. G.I. Joe is my childhood. Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins. I'm really excited for this. And you got, like, Henry Golding and Samara Weaving and the lady from Money Heist playing G.I. Joe characters. Hell yeah. I'm in. I'm totally there. Can't wait. Black Widow, again, excited for it. Marvel fan. I'm a Marvel completist. I've seen everything. Gonna see this one opening night, first night. Getting sick of the trailer, though. Really getting sick of it. I know it's July. We still have a month to go. People are going to go see this. It's Black Widow. People are going to go see it. And the last one is Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. I'm going to get to see it just a little less than a week early. Seeing it next Saturday at an advanced screening. And I'll get that review. Really excited for Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. I was a big fan of the first film. I love Ryan Reynolds. I love Sam Jackson. I love the two of them together. And I just thought that first film was a perfect, funny B action comedy, and I really, really am looking forward to part 2. I love that Salma Hayek looks like he's going to have more to do in this one. They got people like Frank Grillo and Antonio Banderas and Morgan Freeman in there. Really excited. Yeah, that's it for trailer trash. Was there shawarma? A little bit. There was nothing like, like the Nun at the end of Annabelle 2, but we do have like the footage of the real thing, and we have archival footage of the real case, and there's some nice little tidbits there that we're sticking around for in the early part of the credits. Nothing after, though. Alright, I gotta go, because I gotta get another video out to you guys later tonight / early tomorrow morning. So, what we're going to do is, I'm gonna destem, I'm gonna do some things, and I'm gonna watch Feel Good Season 2, I'm gonna do a review of it later tonight. Tomorrow we're gonna talk about Season 1 of Sweet Tooth, which I've heard nothing but good things about. I've read the comic. I'm really looking forward to seeing how they adapt it. And then we'll get the review out to you. And then next week, the plan is Tuesday, I'm going to watch, I'm really pumped about it, on Shudder, The Amusement Park, the long-lost film from the great George A. Romero. Can't wait to talk about it. Thursday, I'm going to be watching, I forgot this was coming out. Thanks for the reminder, Paramount. Infinite, which also has my boy Dylan O'Brien in it, along with my other boy Mark Wahlberg. Where it's kind of like Mark Wahlberg is he's gonna be on Paramount Plus, and it's kind of like he's like a hero who has lived other lives and can remember all the different lives he's lived since the dawn of time. Looks like kind of an interesting film. And then next weekend, like I said, In the Heights, Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard, and also we'll check out Peter Rabbit 2 and Season 2 of Love, Victor, the TV series based on the great Love, Simon. I gotta go. But that'll all be, and then maybe some more. Who knows? Maybe we'll check something else out that I'm forgetting. But that'll all be next time. And until next time, I'm Grant the Movie and TV Guy. I see it all, and I'm happy to share it with you. Okay. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I love you all close to mist. I love you 2000. Be kind to one another. Go check out the third Conjuring film. You might be surprised how much you like it. It's also very different from the first two, which I liked. All right. Take care. Thank you all. All right.